What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to another episode of Seahawks Now, your home for all things daily Seattle Seahawks news, rumors, and updates. Today we talk about the situation, the holdout situation of the Seattle Seahawks second round picks, and the latest on the contract disputes that are happening right now. It is Elijah Arroyo and Nick Emenwari, both of those guys currently not signed, and they are among 29 NFL second rounders who are currently unsigned. Only 3 have been signed. It is a really, really weird situation. But what's going on is that the Browns and Texans kind of screwed everybody else. The Browns, obviously, they guaranteed their their first pick of the second round. That was Carson Schweisinger. They gave him a fully guaranteed contract. Now, that's never been done before, right? No second round pick until this year has had a fully guaranteed contract. Then the Texans, they ended up with the number 34 pick. They also gave Jaden Higgins a fully guaranteed contract. Now the rest of the league are pretty much holding out because every other second round pick is like, why not me? Why don't I get a fully guaranteed contract? On the other hand, the teams, they don't want to be the ones who set that precedent. And the big question with Seattle is John Schneider willing to budge? Because obviously, who had the number 35 pick? Well, that was us. That was Nick Emenwari. That's safety Nick Emenwari, second round pick for the Seattle Seahawks. Theoretically, he'd be next in line for that fully guaranteed contract. And so what he's saying is, if number 33 and number 34 get to be fully guaranteed, why don't I get to be fully guaranteed? And what Schneider is saying is, why should I be the GM who has to set this precedent and give you a fully guaranteed contract when it's never been done before? And really, yeah, you could really definitely blame Cleveland and Houston for all of this. Honestly, if this was Houston and Cleveland's strategy, it's a pretty good one, right? Set the bar way too high for your two players. All of a sudden, the rest of the league is not going to have their second round pick likely at camp. I mean, training camp is about to start. Like, it is almost time for the preseason. We are a month away from preseason football. We're less than a month away from preseason football. And 2 of the Seahawks' 3 top expected rookies are not with the team. We just saw on Instagram, Arroyo was in Miami. He was practicing with the University of Miami. Now, obviously, he's probably not going to be playing for the University of Miami this season. But that's where we're at right now. Where we're at is that our second round pick is literally back with his university. So what's going to happen here? I mean, at some point, somebody's going to have to budge, right? Somebody is going to have to give in. Is it going to be the players or is it going to be the general managers? Well, we do have a little bit of an update because there was a second round pick that just signed. It was the number 43 pick. The 49ers signed defensive tackle Alfred Collins. So, yeah, interesting. Now, he ends up with a $9 million guaranteed out of a $10.3 million total. So that's over 88% guaranteed, but it's not fully guaranteed. So, okay, 88%. That's a lot of guaranteed money. It's more than any number 43 pick has got guaranteed in the past. It's actually way more than any number 43 pick has been guaranteed in the past, but it's not fully guaranteed. So now I think a lot of the guys from behind 43 are probably going to start signing for around that kind of same mark, maybe 80% guaranteed, maybe 50, 60, 70% guaranteed. The big question, though, is those earlier guys, the guys from number 35 up to number 43, because all of them are going to say, why not me? Why shouldn't I get that fully guaranteed? Nick Emenwari, again, he posted something on his Instagram, a picture of himself. He was on a plane. We don't know where he was flying to. I think he was flying back to Seattle based off of where the location was. But regardless, our 2 second-round picks, they're not with the team right now. And actually, I did just look into it. If Elijah Arroyo wants to come back to Miami and play another season as a Hurricane, he can. He does have eligibility to return for one more season in the ACC if that is what he so desires. I really hope that's not the case, but when you're posting Instagrams of yourself with your college, of course, I'm going to suspect that, yeah, this could seriously happen. I mean, I want Elijah Arroyo in Seattle. I really do. But something's going to have to give. Somebody's going to have to budge here. So, yeah, the 49ers, they are the ones who kind of are breaking the mold. According to CBS, this is going to pave the way for others to sign. Jordan Dejani writes, expect a flurry of second-round picks to finally put pen to paper on their first NFL contract. Yeah, up until last night, only 2 of 32 second-round picks had been signed. They think Alfred Collins is the domino that may have fallen, but I don't know. We're going to have to see. Collins apparently, quote, maybe even viewed as a somewhat of a hero to the other NFL franchises. What? Because he doesn't want to take a fully guaranteed contract? I mean, clearly he wanted it. But at the same time, yeah, we'll see. The Chargers, their wide receiver, Trey Harris, he's holding out. Quarterback Tyler Show, the new potential starter for the Saints, he's holding out. He's fighting behind the scenes for a fully guaranteed deal. Collins, yeah, 88%. It's not a big concession compared to years past, but it's a major development this year and should break the seal for other NFL teams. I hope it does. I really hope it does. And if it does, then you know what? Thank you to the 49ers. You finally did something good for yourselves and you helped the rest of the league out. All right, let's move on. ESPN, they just released their top 10 wide receiver rankings. Jackson Smith-Njigba, not on the top 10, but he did get votes. I want to talk about it really quickly. Yes, this was ranked by executives, coaches, and scouts. They ranked the NFL's top 10 receivers. Here's what they give you. Jamar Chase comes in number 1. That makes sense. Justin Jefferson comes in at number 2. I would have flipped them, but that's okay. Tyreek Hill at 3, I think is probably a little bit too high, honestly. I think I would have put him a little bit lower. They have CeeDee Lamb at 4, A.J. Brown 5, just won the Super Bowl. Amon-Ra St. Brown coming in at 6. Then Malik Nabers, a rookie, at 7. Nico Collins at 8. Mike Evans 9th. And Garrett Wilson 10th. I think that's a pretty solid ranking, honestly. Here's who they have as the honorable mentions. They have Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, DK Metcalf, Brian Thomas Jr., Puka Nacua, and Terry McLaurin as honorable mentions. Then you get into the also receiving votes, and that is where Jackson Smith-Njigba was. He also received votes along with a plethora of other guys. Here's the thing. Looking at the honorable mentions, I think that these are some players that are in the same boat as JSN, right? McLaurin, similar level player, I think. Puka Nacua maybe a little better. Brian Thomas Jr., I mean, he's had one good season, and so has JSN. DK, honestly, I thought JSN outshone DK Metcalf last year in the Seattle Seahawks offense. I think JSN's better. Plus T. Higgins, again, T. Higgins is a number 2. JSN, he's now a clear number 1 receiver in the league. I think they're about around the same spot. And Devontae Adams, I think he's kind of starting to get up there in age. I don't think he's necessarily better than JSN at this point in his career. He certainly struggled last year. And then you got the also receiving votes. A lot of these guys, I think he's better than. I mean, Jameson Williams. Jackson Smith-Njigba is better than Jameson Williams. The same thing can be said for DJ Moore. The same thing for George Pickens, Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's washed at this point. I mean, Jalen Waddle is not the same level player as JSN. Cortland Sutton is not. The only guys in the also receiving votes that I think are on the same tier would be probably, Jalen Waddle, I think, is pretty similar. Devontae Smith, pretty similar. And Ladd McConkey. Everybody else on the also receiving votes, I think he's better than. So honestly, I think JSN a little bit underrated, but I'm glad to see he did get some votes, and hopefully next year we'll see him in that top 10. All right, finally, I want to talk about A.J. Barner. Now, amid Elijah Arroyo's holdout, A.J. Barner, he's earning an increased role in the Seahawks, according to Sarah Bettinger, writing for 12th Man Rising. He says, this Seahawks draft pick might have new life thanks to lingering rookie problem. Yeah, exactly. The Seahawks rookies are set to report to training camp on July 15th, with veterans close behind them on July 23rd. As rookies across the NFL report for duty, the entire league is dealing with an issue. Obviously, we know this. This affects the Seahawks pretty drastically. Elijah Arroyo, 50th overall pick, he's not at camp. What does that mean? It means A.J. Barner could steal more reps if he misses more time at Seahawks camp. Again, the issue is facing the whole league, but for the Seahawks, A.J. Barner, he's going to be the one who takes advantage of this right now. Barner actually had a solid season last year, but according to this article, this could be a golden opportunity for him to show his new offensive staff that he needs to be a mainstay in the lineup. And again, if you look at his numbers last year, A.J. Barner was good. 30 receptions, 245 yards, so he didn't have a whole lot of volume, but he averaged 8.2 yards per reception and scored 4 touchdowns. That's good. He only started 6 games. I think he could definitely play a bigger role in the offense this year, even with Arroyo also coming in, because again, Arroyo's going to miss some time in camp. He's going to get a slower start. Who knows? I mean, like I said, Arroyo might be going back to Miami for all we know. Hopefully not, but if anyone's going to take advantage of this, it's going to be A.J. Barner. So I'm proud of that guy for going out there, showing up, and putting in the work. With that all being said, that's going to wrap this video up for today. As always, leave a like if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Do you think we're going to see Arroyo and Nick Emenwari in Seahawks uniforms in the next few days, or do you think that this is a holdout situation that's going to continue to last? Who's going to budge? Will it be John Schneider, or will it be the second round picks? I'll see you guys tomorrow, and as always, until next time, go Seahawks.